You get a person go mumu, like you get a person go mumu, maybe saying they're supposed to flog you with koboko, make you forget sense. Like me, I don't really know because I'm not a Yahoo girl. You promise you're the man that you're going to get married to from a mad woman. You not calculate small mathematics in your head. Even if this guy did not scam you, another person will still meet you later in future and scam you because you don't have sense. When her parents gave her to use and study medicine in uni, in fact, and give to man. Hi, good life family, what's good, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Welcome to a new video and of course a new review. It's your girl Mimi Nasike and you are welcome to the channel. Today's episode is titled Men Will Stain Your White, and if you're putting on black, don't worry, they'll put hype on your black and spoil it for you. Anyway, I'm guessing you must have already seen from the title and the thumbnail. We're going to be reviewing Sonia Uche's new movie today, and it's currently showing on Sonia Uche TV here on YouTube. This movie stars notable faces like Nadia, Buari, Sonia Uche herself, Joseph Momodu, and of course some other very talented actors that you're going to be seeing on the screen of this particular movie. Before we go in to do a proper gist of the movie and dissect it and talk about the things that went on in this particular movie, let me do a quick summary for the people who haven't seen the movie or the people who have either seen it and have forgotten one or two little details about it. It's basically a simple story, as is the case with almost every single YouTube movie that you would see these days. It's a simple story, but this particular one is about two lovebirds that are living a life of fraud. Yes, you know all this Pablet kind of drama that happens here in Nigeria. I mean, like if you're in Nigeria, you should be familiar with it by now. So the Pablo and Pablet of this particular movie are Jojo and Dolapo. He's also known as 1K Dolls in this particular movie, and Jojo's real name is Josephine. The role of Jojo is played by the talented and very beautiful Sonia Uche herself, and the role of Dolapo, aka 1K Dolls, is portrayed by Joseph Momodu. These two lovebirds, they're just basically living a life of crime. We can tell from a little bit of a backstory that was given us at some point in this movie that they met in school. Jojo was supposed to go to school to study medicine. One thing led to the other, and she happened to stumble upon Dolapo, aka 1K Dolls, and she realized that this is the love of her life, and she decided to pack all the school fees. God, I beg. To pack all the money that her parents gave her to use and study medicine in uni, in fact, and give to man. And then they started doing their fraud love from there. So if you're a Nigerian or you're an African or you're a person at the end of the day, because I mean, like, even if you're not a Nigerian or you're not an African, you must have heard about Yahoo in Nigeria. In this particular movie, Dolapo, aka 1K Dolls, is a Yahoo boy. He kind of like uses love to cajole some older, rich, lonely women that are looking for love into a fake relationship. He gets to link up on dating sites and so many other sites. Me, I don't really know because I'm not a Yahoo girl. I'm not a Pablet, so I don't know. He gets to link up with rich, lonely white women that are in need of love. And you know now, when people are desperate for something, when it comes, it's like it is food. So he now starts like fake relationship with them, and he leverages on the fact that they are in love with him and they are lonely and they have money, to spend, because at the end of the day, if you love somebody, you spend on them, right? And then he gives them of money, and that is basically all he does, him and his girlfriend. And the girlfriend is the brain box. Like anytime he's getting it tough or he's having it tough around one or two ladies that are finding a hard time to release money, she always knows how to come up with like scoop that would help them to like release the money. So that's basically what Jojo and Dolapo, aka 1K Dolls, do in this particular movie. Meet lonely white rich women, talk to them a lot about love, get them to fall in love with him, scam them of huge amounts of money, and they bounce. Mind you, Jojo's family members disowned her because she disappointed them. Because I mean, how would daddy send you to school to go and study medicine? Do you know what it means for your parents to be aspiring for you to become a medical doctor, and you go and mumu yourself and go and follow man? I mean, if I'm the one, I would disown you. I'm very sorry. Thanks and God bless. So Papa disowns Josephine. So Josephine is basically parentless. The only thing she has in this world is Dolapo. And Dolapo, we're not really giving a backstory about anything about his family. All we know is that he has a cousin that kind of doesn't seem to like them very much, because we saw her in one particular scene in this movie and she was giving them some kind of cold shoulder and cold attitude when she came over to their place. Maybe she was just disappointed in the kind of work that they do, or maybe she just doesn't like Josephine. I don't really know whichever one is the reason, but we know that the cousin and him are not really that tight. Like, things start to crash around them, like they get blocked on all of their scamming sites, they lose clients, and money is just not really flowing as it usually used to flow. So Dolapo is not really getting money from his lonely white clients. Now the cousin comes around and she tells them about her new job, where she has a very generous madam, a very generous boss that's like is free with cash and all of that. Then she now gives them an insight into the life of the madam, and tells them that madam is lonely, she's rich, and she's just basically trusting God for a God-fearing man that would come her way and complete her life. So now Jojo and Dolapo now see this one as an opportunity to strike, and of course it is Jojo's idea. She gives Dolapo the idea to go and become that God-fearing man that God has designed for this particular woman and steal her heart away. and from there they will steal money. It's like, if we can't get money from YT, I mean, let us come back home, right? I mean, waiting you define for Sokoto day inside Oshokoto, so let us come back home and steal around here. But Dolapo gets into a relationship with this particular woman. Her name is Celine, and the role of Celine is played by Nadia Buari. Like Jojo and Dolapo organize a whole scenario, and it creates, like a kind of a scenario where it was prophesied to Celine by a mad woman who happens to be Jojo in this particular movie, that she would meet the man of her dreams, and she gave her a proper description of this particular man. And of course, one thing about desperation is that when you're desperate for something, like when anything that looks like that thing happens to come around, it will be easy for you to just be deceived. Celine, of course, gets deceived by this whole prophecy of a thing, and she meets Dolapo, and she falls in love with him and starts to spend money, like blow money like trumpets now, because the guy cooks up one story about how the challenges that's happening in his life. Basically, she starts to spend cash on him. The idea between the both of them is to dupe her of a huge sum of money, and the both of them will japa and leave the country and go and start a new life abroad. Anyway, as is the case with everybody, as the Bible says, if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. As it is the case with every empire that is built on lies, deception, and stealing, it will always come crashing down. And that basically is what happens in this particular movie. All their lies come crashing down in their face. One thing leads to the other. Celine gets to find out about the plan of Jojo and Dolapo, and everything basically scatters. Jojo and Dolapo get arrested, and the love ends. Jojo goes back to her family, and family forgives her, and they live happily ever after from there. Now let us get into a proper gist and dissecting of this particular movie, shall we? Let's get into it. One thing that I genuinely just feel like I want to talk about that I saw in this particular movie is that African women, I just genuinely feel like we need to decenter marriage, because like for the years and counting, for several years before now and counting, it has just always been like marriage is one particular kind of trophy that every woman deserves to have, and if you don't get your own copy of this particular trophy, your life is basically not complete. And I am very, very pro marriage, because I know that marriage is something that God designed for two people to come together and become one and basically just enjoy the full benefits of life. But it is not to the extent where marriage is just basically the whole idea of your existence. It's like, if you don't get married, you're not complete. And this whole centering marriage and making marriage a focal point in the lives of like African women is the kind of thing that basically leads to depression and unnecessary desperation. And you see people doing the craziest things to get married. Take Celine, for instance, in this particular movie, and see, how do you want to stand up in confidence and tell anybody, like, if this was to be a real life situation, how do you want to come out with your full chest and tell people that you got a prophecy from a mad woman on the person that you're going to get married to, which is really crazy. See, at the end of the day, there's always something will happen to somebody that, if you want to now go in and dig through the particular story, you might not really pity them as much as you do. Like Celine in this particular movie, you get a person go mumu, maybe saying they're supposed to flog you with koboko, make you forget sense. Because Celine, how do you want to come out and explain to the public and in broad daylight and open your mouth and tell people that you got the prophecy of the man that you're going to get married to from a mad woman? Make it make sense. Unfortunately and unfortunately, this mad woman's prophecy now happens to come through. You see the man in real life, and then it's not a man that happens to have nothing when you have everything. A young man. Can you not calculate small mathematics in your head? Even if you're a mumu, must you be a mumu for life? I genuinely felt sorry for Celine at some point, because it took advantage of finding this movie. But then if you want to think about it on a deeper level, there's a way that you'll be too foolish in this life that you just need to get like one very solid experience that will shape your reason and make you to have sense by force if you don't want to have sense. Because how can you tell me that a mad woman prophesied to you about the man that you're going to get married to, and that's the person that you want to get married to? You're so desperate, so blinded by desperate to the point that you don't even have common sense to think. It is to the point that this particular mad woman that prophesied to you moved into your house to live with you as your fiance's cousin, and you could not recognize that this particular person is the mad woman that you saw on the road. I mean, sister, if desperation was the person, that has to be you. I mean, it's good that you got your own fair share of the kuboko, because even if this guy did not scam you, another person will still meet you later in future and scam you because you don't have sense. And that's just basically it. One thing you want to know about this world, this life, see, there are general principles to this life, and no matter how smart you think you are, you cannot escape it. Anything that goes around will surely come back around. Yeah, the measures you give are the measures that you receive. If you are a person in this particular world, especially girls, come here, my young ladies, come let me talk to you. If you're a young girl and you're dating a Yahoo boy, I pity you. I pity you. You cannot be feeding off of some other person's sweat and tears and you think that it will be good for you in this life. It will not. If you're dating a person, or you're in a relationship with a person, or you are a person that scams people of their hard-earned money for a living, no matter how smart you think that you are, what you're putting around will surely come back around to you. You will get your own share, like you will get your own fair share of the pepper. It's going to come around. It's just only a matter of time. Because I mean, like for me, it was so hypocritical of Josephine to be crying in this movie that Dolapo scammed her. or wanted to scam her. What do you think was going to happen? Girl, this guy is a scammer. That's what he does for a living. He steals people's money. He lies to people for a reason. And one thing you need to know is that no matter how much a person claims to love you, no matter how much a thief claims to love you, it will get down to that level where it is like a situation where like it is mutually exclusive. This particular person has to choose between themselves and you. I'm sorry, but the person will not pick you. The person will pick themselves. I mean, like take the rapper for instance in this particular movie. Oh, sister, in your small head, you thought that if an opportunity comes, because he's calling you my Jojo, this one, that, and that, hyping you and making you to feel like you're the queen of the world. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Dolapo did not love, like he actually did love her. He loved her very much for this particular movie. We could see how he was like always so vulnerable with her, the way his mat, like how he used to carry her matter on his head, the way he valued her a lot. He genuinely loved her. But like when it comes down to it, where a person is going to pick between you and themselves, the people in this world that will pick some other person over them, no matter how much you love that person, they don't reach 30% of the general population. Even with myself, I'm here, I'm not sure. Maybe for like family, maybe for like family, or maybe like my own child. But in the reality, in the real sense of it, there are only very few people that would actually pick you over themselves in a situation whereby they can actually win and leave you behind. It's really bold of just. Do you know like one crazy thing about dating a fraudster or being in a relationship with a fraudulent person is that your mind will never rest. See, the thing that happened between Jojo and Dolapo 1K, it was meant to happen. It was inevitable. This man is a scammer. He scams people for a living. He's still like lie, like his whole life is a lie. He tells lies to people for a living, and then you're not thinking that an opportunity will come when he's going to have to lie to you to win, or to go like in a level, like to get himself in a place that he'll be above you in life, and you think that he will pick you, you think that he would lose so that you will win because he's trying to do. Summary of what I'm basically trying to say is that if you're a thief, I'm not even going to come out here and advise people and say don't steal people's money, don't be a scammer, this and that and that. If you're a scammer, your nemesis is coming, and you get it here in this earth. Like before you die, you will get your nemesis. It's inevitable. And if you're a lady there in a relationship with a man, because I see like a lot of girls, like I really be seeing like a lot of girls that are into like relationship with like Yahoo boys, and they be thinking that there's loyalty, there's love and all that. I just really pity you, because like the day that it will clear you for your two eyes, say hey, thief not thief, like there's nothing like honor like among thieves. There's no loyalty among thieves. A thief is a thief. When it comes down to it, a thief will show you the reason why he is a thief. So don't go and be deceiving yourself that Yahoo boy that you're dating loves you and is not going to mess you up. He will mess you. Just like the only thing is that the opportunity has not presented itself. That is just it. Do you know that I have come to realize that men lie without even knowing that they are lying? And it's not like, it is not intentional. It's not deliberate. In their mind, as at the time that they're telling you their lie, they believe it wholeheartedly that they are telling you the truth. They believe that they are not lying. But like when situation presents itself, or circumstances happen, or things start to happen, they would realize that they cannot keep up to the things that they say. One thing I have come to learn is that they often over-promise and under-deliver. That is one thing that I have come to learn. So before you carry your school fees and give to that young man that you think that you're in love with, that is promising you heaven and earth, just remember that men lie without even intending to lie. There are some that tell lies genuinely, like they just want to lie for no reason. But like the thing is that they often over-promise and under-deliver. So like the whole thing of telling lies, it's not necessarily like they intend to lie to you. As at the time that they're telling you that thing and promising you that heaven and earth, they're not lying. They genuinely want to do it for you. But when opportunity, like when situation turns into circumstance, you realize that it's only God that can keep to his word. There is no human being that you should bank on and say, let me do this thing for this person, hope that tomorrow the person will turn around. I just beg you, your parents have given you money to go to school and go and study anything you're studying, even if it's fishery, go and study your fishery and come out of school and come and hustle your life. Don't go and pack your school fees and carry and go and give to one man that you think that this man is going to make a future for you. You will suffer, sister. This particular movie was so interesting, and it was funny. It was like interesting. It was like an eye-opener. I mean, not like an eye-opener for me, because I know that I will never find myself in a situation where I'll carry my school fees and give to any man. Neither would I find myself in a situation where I'll be dating a fraudster. But like, it's an eye-opener for people that are in situations like this, or circumstances like this, or know people that are in such circumstances. Learn from this particular movie. Don't just be laughing at what is funny. Also pick life messages. I really like the fact that in this particular movie, everybody got what they deserved. See, I say everybody got what they deserved because, to be very honest, I know that nobody like genuinely deserves to be treated badly, but like when you are like, you don't have sense, you shall collect. Because somebody like Selena in this particular movie, we can argue that she was innocent, she didn't do anything wrong, but the fact that you cannot use your common sense, because like if you want to even ask the question properly, Celine needs to still come out. Like, Celine, come out. come and stand here and explain to the whole world what was the reason why you didn't want to accept the relationship that your sister was proposing with that guy Fred that lived abroad and was already well made and was interested in you. What was the reason why you didn't want to accept that relationship, but you were willing to accept the prophecy of a madman? You see that Celine, too, her own head too was also not correct in this particular movie, and you cannot really pity her. In as much as you want to pity her, you cannot really pity her so much because she herself, she was not using her head. And it's crazy because the signs were there and the signs were glaring. You just chose to ignore it. One part of this movie that I genuinely found to be very, very funny was the part where Jojo moved into the house, or Jojo was living with Celine and Dolapo, and then Celine started asking her to do chores like do her laundry, cook food, wash plate, all those kind of things. Sonia Uche's facial expressions are so funny. Like, you guys, I always talk about how much of a fantastic actress that Sonia Uche is, and I genuinely just wish that she will get opportunities to be on bigger screens because she's very talented. She's super talented. She knows how to give life to every single role that she is acting. She knows how to pour life into every single character that she's portraying, and it's really, really, like, it's really commendable. And I also thank God that Jojo also got what was coming to her. The only thing is that I just feel sad that Dolapo did not really suffer as much as I wanted him to suffer. Like, I genuinely wish that he would have gone through like worse things, because 2 people suffered more, like 3 people were involved like in the whole situation in this particular movie, and 2 people suffered more. And the main culprit, that is Dolapo himself, he did not really suffer as much as he did. Sonia Uche, hit me up. Let me give you idea for part 2. Dolapo has to collect. Like, I just need a part 2 where Dolapo will collect properly, because he did not really collect in this movie the way I wanted him to collect, considering that he was the main problem in this film. I mean, guy, now wow. So he really wanted, like, he really wanted to leave Jojo and travel. After all the my first lady, Jojo, now even my brain box, my life, this, da. After all of the promises, he wanted to leave her and travel and go like that. God catch you. You are a thief. Onyoshi. Anyway, generally, I feel like this movie was a very interesting movie. It was so fun to watch. I want to take a few minutes to talk about the chemistry between Sonia Uche and Joseph Momodu. The chemistry between the both of them was electric, and like, it's a different kind of chemistry, a mix of platonic and romantic chemistry between the both of them. The both of them were genuinely like so beautiful to watch and to see on the screen. They were so entertaining. You know, like, every single scene that you see the both of them together, you just want to continue watching because like it was just really good. I also love the fact that the movie was short, it was simple, it was really interesting to watch, and it actually did have a message, and they were quick to get to the point with this particular movie, because to be quite honest, most of the movies that you're watching on YouTube, there's really hardly anything serious that's going on in those movies. So it really annoys me whenever I see a YouTube movie where they are taking so much time and wasting so much of our time to do irrelevant things, because we know that YouTube movies are generally almost always very, very simple, and there's hardly like any fantastic thing they want to do inside like that. So whenever I see a YouTube movie where they just start and they get to it immediately and get straight to the point, I really appreciate it, because I mean, like, you people know that you don't have much to show us here, so don't waste our precious time. I want to talk about like the energy, the chemistry between Celine and her sister in this particular movie. It's quite dry. I feel like they didn't have any form of any chemistry at all, and since where both of them were discussing were rather very boring in my own opinion, except for the fact that, I mean, like, they were saying something that was like important in the movie. Otherwise, the both of them were really very boring to watch. They did not behave like sisters at all. If you haven't seen the movie and you're considering or contemplating on whether you should or shouldn't see the movie, I highly recommend that you go see it. It's actually a very interesting movie. It's short, it's sweet, it's entertaining, and it's straight to the point. So go see it, and if you have seen it, do also share your thoughts about the movie in the comment section. I'll be in the comments reading and replying to all of your comments. All of that being said, we've come to the end of this particular video, this particular movie review. Do well to share your thoughts about this particular movie in the comment section. Do well to give me recommendations of movies that you'd like me to go see and come and review for you guys. I've been off YouTube for a very long time, so I'm not really updated with the movies that are being pushed out here, but I'm trying my best. So do well to drop for me movie recommendations, movies that you found interesting and the ones that you found funny. Let me know, and let me go check them out and come out here and do a simple review on them. Do also give this video a thumbs up if you found this video interesting and, you know, like, helpful. Share it to someone that you feel like might be interested in this kind of content. And thank you so much for stopping by. If you're still watching up until this point, if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, do well to click the subscribe button to subscribe to this channel and join the Good Life family. Turn on your notifications to get notified whenever I put out new awesome and amazing content like this. And until I come again to your screen next time, I remain your girl Mimi Asike. Thank you so much for stopping by. I love you all dearly, and God bless you. Bye.